Hey guys, Brutelio here. So I recently watched the Andrew Tate interview with BBC, so you don't have to. It was shit. Bye! Alright. So I'll break down some interesting points with it, I guess, and just go over my thoughts with it. So obviously not going to go through the whole thing. I just want to highlight some things that I thought was interesting about it.
Is emotional manipulation and coercion, and I'm quoting back to you your own words where you describe
they're not my words.
Coercion.
They're words you found on the internet, and Sophie doesn't exist.
On your
so let's
website,
move on to the next subject.
In your voice.
Move on to the next subject.
No, I think I'll stick on this one for a minute.
I don't know about you guys, but watching this interview actually made me angry because of how rude this person is. Like, she's so fucking rude, and it's like, I don't understand how this professional organization can have people like this, like, representing their company. Like, the mainstream media is so shit. It's so infuriating. I don't know why anyone actually watches that garbage.
So there's other places in that same website where you say you get girls to fall in love with you, and they do it because they love you, because they want to do what you say. Convincing women to take part in some kind of business arrangement doesn't work long term because they're emotional. You've got to get them to fall in love with you. That's coercion, that's emotional manipulation, that's abuse.
What you've found are clips from the internet, some text from the internet, and you're going to sit here and tell me that that's the reason I should be
your website, your words.
So basically the entire interview, she's trying to go, aha, gotcha, to Andrew Tate. She's just coming through with a big list of, like, clips that she, or snippets that she might have, like, got from somewhere, and goes, I got you here. That's like the whole interview is just that. And then her being extremely rude. Even at the end of the interview, when the interview was over, Andrew Tate's trying to, like, shake her hand or thank her for the interview, and she just didn't even acknowledge him and just walked off. Like, she's just so rude. It was just aggravating. Such a rude, raging bitch.
Do you believe I'm the most dangerous man in the world, Lucy?
I'm not answering your questions.
Well then we need to change the dynamic of this interview.
I'm not answering your questions.
I allowed you into my home. I'm doing you a favor, giving you the first interview I'm giving to the public. You don't come here with a position of authority. You're not the police. I don't respect the BBC. I don't know you. You do not come here with a position of authority over me. We are equals. We are people. We're citizens of the world, and we sit here as equals. And I see you as my equal, and if you ask me questions, I can ask you questions back. For you to come here and sit down and pretend you're the Gestapo, and that you don't have to answer my questions, is disingenuous, because I don't owe you anything.
Asking questions and you answer.
But I don't owe, no,
however you want.
This is a conversation, and I don't owe you any degree of authority over me. So let's make that clear, and that doesn't matter.
Fuck, she's such a rude bitch. See, if he was really the top G, he would have just been like, okay, this interview's ending here. If you are not going to answer my questions back, I'm ending the interview. Bye. And that's it. And just ended it. He shouldn't have, like, let the interview keep going at this point. He should have been like, look, if you're going to talk to me like this, I'm ending the interview, right? No more.
Whether a man or a woman or from the BBC or the CNN. I'm here to answer your questions and be honest with you and do you a favor.
Great.
And I'm doing you a favor. But you come here with loaded questions. You're trying to paint a narrative of me which is negative.
I'm asking you
And
about
that's
things
fine.
you've said that people are concerned about.
And that's fine.
You
But you're
have
not
said
going to sit
a
here and say you
woman's-
don't answer my questions.
You have said that a woman's intimate parts belong to her male partner, and if she goes on OnlyFans, he is entitled to a cut of her income.
All of her questions were just so shit. Like, they just were so shit. Out of all the things they could come up with to ask him, and they just so shit. Oh, it's actually frustrating listening to this. The BBC begged Andrew Tate for an interview for months. So months they just kept begging him for an interview. And then they even listed out all the questions they were going to ask him. They're like, okay, we're going to ask you these questions. And then he's finally, like, agreed to the interview. And then they start the interview and they're not asking all the questions that they agreed to. So they're trying to, like, bombard him with all these like, gotcha questions. That's what the mainstream media does. Fuck, she's got a shit attitude.
You were to say to most women home right now, do you want your husband to protect you in a violent attack? They'd say, yeah, of course. Nothing I've said is
If you said to
misogynistic.
most women, would you want to lose authority in the relationship, to not be treated
Oh,
as a free and legal
shut
equal
up.
to your
I didn't say that. I said I need to have authority over the
When
route we
you-
walk home.
when you-
It shows the world the truth about the legacy media because they beg me for interviews. They beg me. You have been begging me for months. Please, we need to be relevant. And then you come here with loaded questions trying to paint a picture of me, which is completely and utterly false.
Do you really believe you're the most influential man on the face of the planet?
I'm the most Googled person on the planet.
Do you believe you're the most influential man on the face of the planet?
I'm the most Googled man on the planet.
I think we're done.
Oh my god, she's so fucking ignorant and rude.
Thanks, Lucy. It was enjoyable. Nice to
This
meet
is the
you.
best part of the interview, the end.
No, it was fun. It was good. I enjoyed it. De-mic me. I don't want to damage anything. Thank you. Very nice to meet you. Lucy. Thank you. Very nice to meet you.
Refuses to shake his hand. Bye. She just refusing to acknowledge him. What a bitch. So this is his statement after the interview.
Absolutely everybody's time. I feel like doing a generalized statement to all legacy media inside of the Matrix. People are not as stupid as you'd like them to be. No young man below the age of 30 has any interest in what the BBC or the legacy media say. They don't care and they don't watch it. And I found happiness through masculine achievement and strength, through working hard in the gym, through dedicating myself, through building a life worth living, through taking care of the people who I love, both male and female, through becoming financially successful, through sticking up for myself, through having opinions, through being a man of honor and courage. When I
See, these are all good things.
do these things, I'm ostracized and they're attempting to destroy my life.
I allowed you into my home. I'm doing you a favor, giving you the first interview I'm giving to the public. You don't come here with a position of authority. You're not the police. I don't respect the BBC. I don't know you. You do not come here with a position of authority over me. We are equals. We are people. We're citizens of the world, and we sit here as equals. And I see you as my equal, and if you ask me questions, I can ask you questions back. For you to come here and sit down and pretend you're the Gestapo and that you don't have to answer my questions is disingenuous because I don't owe you anything.
asking questions and you answer.
But I don't.
He should have just ended the interview here and told her to get out of his house. He really should have.
Oh, no,
However you want.
this is a conversation, and I don't owe you any degree of authority over me. So let's make that clear. And that doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or from the BBC or the CNN. I'm here to
You
answer
have
your
said-
questions and be honest with you and do you a favor.
Great.
And I'm doing you a favor. But you come here with loaded questions. You're trying to paint a narrative of me which is negative,
I'm asking you
And
about
that's
things
fine.
you've said that people are concerned about.
and that's fine.
You
But
have
you're not
said
going to sit
a
here and say you
woman's-
don't answer my questions because you're not above me.
I am making this clear to all legacy media outlets.
He should have said this before the interview. Like this should have been his criteria before the interview.
I will no longer interact with you for free. Nobody cares that you lie about me and nobody cares what you say. You have destroyed all of your credibility in the last 4 years of constantly lying about everything. And
Yep.
continuing to lie about
Yep.
me will only destroy your credibility further. My fee
Here we go.
from this point onwards is $50,000 and a box of chocolates. That is what
He should have been charging this from the start, honestly. The legacy media is so trash. He honestly should have been charging this from the start.
it is going to cost you to speak to me. If you are from the Matrix, you will give me $50,000 in advance, which will be donated to Tate Pledge, which will be used to feed children in war-torn countries. And you will also bring a box of chocolates to my gate, which I will ingest as I listen to your Matrix propaganda and destroy you. Because I deserve chocolates if I have to put up with you. I am an extremely successful man, and my time is valuable. And you're wasting mine, yours, and everybody else's. So if you're going to come along with your extremist ideas, I would at least sleep better at night if you were feeding some poor, innocent children. $50,000, I managed to procure meals at around 80 cents each, so we'll feed over 60,000 children for wasting an hour of my time, plus a box of chocolates. That is my fee from this point forward. I will still speak to non-Matrix media outlets who are interested in the truth, interested in asking interesting questions that people want to hear the answers to.
I know he hates the BBC, but surely we can get him on the BBC, the Brutalio Broadcasting Corporation, and get a little bit of an interview going with him. Surely he'll be interested in that. So he definitely should have said this before. The mainstream media is absolute garbage. If you're actually watching that, stop immediately. Watch anything else because it just rots your brain. It is so bad. If you enjoyed this and want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. Catch you next time.